Driver swing versus iron swing. Now, what is the difference? Is there any difference? Let's find out. Okay, we're back. So, we'll start with the iron or the driver first. Which one do you want, mate?
I'm going to start with the iron.
Okay.
I'm going to give you time to warm
Give me
up.
three things I should think about when I'm hitting an iron.
The golf club head, as it approaches the golf ball, must be on its way down.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Ball first, then divot. Reference other video we did the other day.
Plug. Yes, so the iron has to hit down. Now, what's that called within TrackMan? What's that called?
Angle of attack.
Correct. So the iron has to hit down onto the golf ball.
Yeah.
Takes a divot and
Off it goes.
days. Off it goes.
So why would you need it going down? What's the reason why the angle attack should be down?
To have the correct spin.
Yeah.
To, again, I guess it's not necessarily totally linked, but certainly the right correct loft dynamically.
Good.
That impact.
Consistency of ball contact too, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're on the up, you're going to be hitting ground first the majority of the time, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah. Okay,
And,
cool.
and just for pure quality of strike, it just needs to be that way.
Yeah.
All right. Golf ball
Mm-hmm.
is obviously not on a tee.
Yep.
So you can't sweep the ball up.
Yep.
Unless it's sitting up really quite nice.
Yep.
But yes, the main thing is that iron has to hit down.
Okay. So first thing is angle of attack. Would there be a difference, do you think? Do you need to be ball position, you said, right?
Yeah.
So obviously with I'm a bit of an exception because I like to hit everything off my front foot because I like to rotate. I feel like I'm rotating better through the ball. But the rule of thumb certainly would be more to the middle of your stance, right?
Would be, yeah.
And then with a driver, you'd be towards that left foot.
Yeah, so we're going to start off by hitting a few irons.
Okay.
We're going to see what attack angle does whenever you're doing that.
I'll try and hit it off the centre. I'll try and hit it out the middle this time for this purpose of this exercise.
No, just do the way you do it.
Okay.
That's fine. Because we're looking at attack angle, because it, you know. On a scale of 1 to 10, how close is that to a shank?
7. But it's gone straight. Look at this.
So, shot number 1 carried once. That's right on your number.
Yeah, 7-9 number. Yep.
And it was 5.8 down.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to pull another graphic up here. Look at this graphic here. You can see the yellow line. Okay, and that indicates that club moving down as it approaches the ball. Whereas you can see on this part, this is obviously past impact, but you'll see the line go up. And that's the golf club then on its way up. Whereas you're wanting to hit it on the way down.
So the location of this is where that is at impact, right? So
Yeah.
I'm still going down, travelling down,
Correct.
past impact, and
Yeah.
then now going back up.
Yeah, and that relates to that attack angle being nearly 6 degrees down.
Interesting. Okay, cool. Any difference with stance? Should I have a wide stance or
Well,
kind of...
I think what people might notice here is, you see whenever you take your setup for me there with your grip, your shoulders are quite level
Yep,
in relation to the ground. They're
Yep.
quite parallel to it.
yep.
Now, what you're naturally going to see, because your right hand is lower than your left on
Yeah.
the grip,
Oh, that,
yeah,
Okay.
your left shoulder's slightly higher than your right.
yep.
But whenever we get to driver, you'll see a difference there. But typically, you'll see somebody's setup become a lot more level with their shoulders.
Interesting.
So, how good was that one? Was that
That was nice. That was a nice
Pretty good.
shot. Yeah, that was a good shot.
yeah, pretty close again? The
Pretty bang
170.
on. Attack angle
Tackle
wasn't
didn't pick
shown,
up, but it's you can tell it was down. It was a nice strike.
Okay, so driver swing. So I guess it's slightly opposite in respect to your angle of attack. So you want this to be on the up now rather than on the down. I would personally have a wider stance. Although I hit everything off the front foot, I'd still have it a little bit further further up on my stance.
Right.
I'd almost have it outside my left foot. I struggle with being quite steep. Now that's another reason why I put everything off the front foot. It is not as steep.
Yep.
So if I was to hit this steep or from my iron swing, what will happen? Let's hit one and see what happens to the ball flight. So you can instantly see that's a very, very low ball flight because my attack angle is very, very high. It's very steep. So I'm de-lofting the golf club. And what's happening is it's super spinny at 3,000. The launch angle is really low.
Yeah.
And I'm not getting as much as I should be out of it. So this is where you want to be hitting on the up, right?
Yeah.
Get that ball in the air as fast as possible.
So as I look at you now, yeah, so ball position is certainly the first thing, but look at that tilt now. It's like I said before. Okay, so take your setup there with driver. So yeah, ball position, for you like to get it outside that foot nearly.
Yep.
It's just a personal thing for you because you struggle being steep.
Yep.
But then you'll see there you have a lot more spine tilt. That left shoulder's a lot higher up now.
Yeah. It feels like I can get underneath the ball and actually get on the up.
Yeah. What is your head? Does your head feel like it's way back behind the ball?
Yeah, I would say so. No, I would try and keep my head behind the ball through impact.
Yeah.
I don't want to get too ahead because then you can get quite steep in that position.
Yeah.
So for me, I really concentrate on the very back of the ball, and as I go through the swing, I concentrate the back of the ball. I don't concentrate on top of the ball, but behind it.
I think that's certainly within my lessons. It's one thing I say that really does help as far as attack angle.
Yeah.
You've got to keep that head behind the ball.
Yeah.
Because generally speaking, when you hit an iron, you know you're always told, and there's a lot of focus put on actually moving through the shot.
Yeah.
Moving that head, moving that weight.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, so let's hit one with the driver.
I completely lost that.
So the attack angle now is 4 degrees up. You can see this line now is, you know, that's this line here is called the low point, which we'll talk about again. But basically what that means is after that point, the club starts to move up. And before that point, the club's actually still moving down. So there's his impact, there's the ball, and it's actually on the way up as it hits it.
Yeah, and look at the difference in spin rates. So I've gone from 3,000 when I'm steep to now 1,500 when I'm on the up, which is
obviously nearly, you know, just past 2 at 5 distance wise. So I think the main point we want to get across here, and yes, you could probably say it's aimed at the beginner golfer to explain the difference between the two, but it's amazing how many people are steep with their driver.
When I first came to you, I think I was playing off around about a 4 or a 3 handicap.
Yeah.
And I was super steep with my driver. And there's guys out there, and I've seen them, who are scratch, and they are so steep with their drivers because they may play windy courses, links courses. They have to keep the ball lower.
You had to learn to play golf in this country.
Oh, it's completely different. Kent golf is like a dome golf compared to here, where you've got the elements. So you have to learn how to hit the ball properly. But although, yeah, as you said, it's simple stuff, people forget about this stuff. And, you know, if you can go onto a TrackMan once a month and just reference where you are, you know, 4 attack is actually quite healthy in terms of going up the ball. You don't necessarily need to be there, maybe +2 or +3 on the up.
It's dependent on your speed, a lot of it down. But what I would say there, a lot of that's very, very simple. Yeah. You know, a lot of it's just purely your setup. Mm-hmm. Just change that setup in order to encourage the right impact numbers.
Absolutely. So
just to summarise.
Summarise it again. If you're a more of a traditional player, ball position should be more centre. My head's actually now looking over the top of the ball rather than behind the ball.
And the shoulder line's pretty
Shoulders
level.
nice and horizontal with the actual ground.
Yep.
And you get a little bit more movement through the ball as well.
Correct.
And that will get that kind of steeper attack angle.
And then with driver.
And with the driver, ball position further up.
Yep.
Make sure your head's behind the ball and really concentrate on staying behind the ball through impact.
Yeah.
And that will get the ball in the air.
Yeah.
Simple.
Sounds good. Yeah.
Cheers.